Yeah, yeah. Oh wait, on second thought. Hello everyone, it's Sophie. Welcome back to On Second Thought, and I hope you guys are excited for this episode. Today I will be talking about how to be your own bestie. Let's talk about that. I am an only child, so I have been not lonely, but I've had to be able to be very comfortable in my solitude and being by myself, and I think that that's just the nature of being an only child. But yeah, I think I've learned a lot about myself, more than like the average person. I live alone. I don't know if I should be saying that, but I do live alone and I love it. And I think that I'm just so comfortable in my own headspace and like thinking with my thoughts, like sitting with my thoughts. So I just thought I would give you guys a rundown of what you can do to be your own bestie. So I love to sit in silence. I will go for long periods of time not realizing that I'm just not talking. And honestly, I'm happy with that. I like to sit in my own head and think about interactions maybe I've had throughout the week, or think about plans that I have in the future, what I'm going to wear, just thinking. I have a lot of fun just thinking. And I feel like not everyone can say that. Might sound kind of lame, but truly, I have a lot of fun with it. So some other things that I really like to do, I like to do yoga. I do yoga every morning. And it's you could go to a class by yourself and then you can make friends, which is great. But I think even just being able to go to a class, a yoga class by yourself, is really empowering, because you can just show everyone I feel confident in myself to be here, etc. And if you don't want to go to a yoga class, hey, YouTube is free. That's where I watch my yoga lessons. It saves me money. So you could do yoga. That's one situation. Reading. I would say going somewhere and reading is the best way to really get to know yourself and really gain a lot of confidence in being by yourself. I think going to a coffee shop, going to a park, if you're able to do that, that's an easy way to really feel more confident in yourself. Also, if you don't want to read, you could just bring a journal and write, or you could go do some schoolwork or just work and literally sit on your computer and be pretending or whatever, doing a Pinterest board. I don't know, it's up to you. But there's a lot of options that I think just getting out there and doing things by yourself can really empower you. And I think being your own bestie is all about feeling empowered in yourself and who you are, and really feeling confident and learning how to access that confidence. Anyways, some more things that I like to do by myself. I really enjoy driving. If you have access to a car and you can just drive around, literally do it. You can blast music. You can literally just sit in a parking lot and soak up being alone in your car. There's nothing like being alone in a car that just makes the time go by, and you're there by yourself. You just soak up everything. And when you're listening to music, you don't even need to listen to music, but when you're listening to music, you're really having a lot of fun with yourself, because you're singing, or maybe you're doing some dance moves. Keep your eyes on the road, but maybe you're just having some fun by yourself, and that's great. And I think that that's another great way to spend time with yourself, but you're not alone with your thoughts because of the music. I think that it is important to be able to be alone with your thoughts, because that's when you really get to know yourself, and that's when you truly become your own bestie, because then you just know yourself so well. And if you can laugh with yourself, okay, people laugh at people who laugh at their own jokes. I laugh at my own jokes all the time. I have no shame about it. I think my jokes are so funny. Even if someone doesn't fucking laugh at my jokes and it's like awkward silence, like I'm still laughing. I'm gonna laugh at that joke, because if I think something's funny, I'm not gonna like hide my joy and not laugh. Especially like, I have to say, like, being your own bestie, like you need to have that confidence. And you know, if you think your joke is funny, why not laugh at your jokes? Like, and then maybe other people will start laughing, because like laughter is contagious. So then they'll start laughing, and then the more you tell your jokes, and if you laugh at your own jokes, everyone's gonna start laughing at your jokes with you, even if they're not funny. Like, they'll just be laughing alongside you, and that's great. Some other things that I really enjoy doing by myself is going on walks. This kind of is similar to like driving in a car. Like, if you can't go for a drive, if you don't have your license, whatever, you can go for a nice long walk around your neighborhood. You could walk around the block a few times, like whatever. Just pop in your headphones and you can go for a walk and like play a podcast, play some music, like whatever you want. The thing is about like walking though is you don't have as much freedom as you do when you're in a car. Like, you can't really, you can dance, but like in the cars, like you're fully isolated from everyone, whereas walking, people can like see you like walking, or like you're gonna walk past people. I don't know, personally that's how I feel when I'm walking the street in the city. Like, I like want to dance, but like I'm almost like, oh, I don't want these people like looking at me funny. Like, so I like will like bop my head or like move, like, you know, like give a little hand flow, I don't know, like, and like pat my leg or whatever. Like, I'll just like really get into the beat of the music. And I think that that's like a good way, if you're walking, to like really feel the music and like really feel confident alone and just like like get into it. Yeah, I don't know, I think that there's like so much that you can just really do to get to know yourself, and I think that it just depends on where you are and like how you feel about yourself and your confidence. And like, if you're struggling with that, like, I get it. I've struggled with that. I'm still struggling with like feeling confident in myself, and that's what friends are for, and that's what family's for. And I think that if you're really struggling, like, definitely reach out to someone that you love and like talk to them about it. And people that love you, they will be there for you no matter what. And it's a great feeling to know that you have those people for you. And if you need more help beyond that, like, highly recommend therapy. I have been in therapy for a long time, currently not doing it because it's complicated since I'm away from home and my therapist, whatever. But like, therapy, even if you feel like you're so confident, people need therapy. Like, you benefit so much from therapy no matter where you are in your life. Like, it can just give you a boost of confidence no matter what. And like, I truly think that like everyone needs to start somewhere if you're gonna be your own bestie. So like, give yourself that love, give yourself that time and space, and really put energy into yourself, because truly you are all you have at the end of the day. Like, you love yourself the most, or like you should love yourself the most, more than anything else in the world, because like you're with yourself 24/7. You need to have your own back all the time. And I think that is the number one takeaway from this podcast, is like, being your own bestie is like always having your own back, always standing up for yourself, always making sure that you are feeling like you're surrounded by people that truly love you, and like never letting people walk all over you, telling yourself that you love yourself every single day, and just reminding yourself that, even though like it sounds dumb or like whatever, affirmations, those things are real. Telling yourself that you love yourself every single day, like, even if you feel like you don't mean it and you just look yourself in the mirror and say, I love you so much, you're the baddest bitch. The more you say that, if you say that every single day for a year or for a month or for like 6 months, like, you will start to feel it, and you will grow your confidence, and you will feel like, slowly but surely, you will feel better every single day. And like, I love you, and no matter who you are, someone loves you and people love you, and you need to know that you are loved in order to like start loving yourself. And just look yourself in the mirror and say, hey, I love you till the end of my life, I will love you forever. And by growing that confidence and by showing people and showing like the world that you love yourself, you can make such a big impact. And by like sharing that love for yourself, you will meet people that genuinely make you happy and that add to the love that you feel for yourself. Because if you feel this passionate love for yourself, then you can share that with other people. You can like show them how much you love yourself and how you have love to share. And I think that that's just like so powerful. And I think that we lose sight of love in this world. Like, I think that everyone is so self-involved, and although like, yeah, it's important to like love yourself, but like if you genuinely truly love yourself, you will share that love with other people. And I think that the vain people in this world, they don't know how to love themselves, so therefore they don't know how to love other people. And that's why people are ultimately mean and cruel. And like, genuinely, it starts within. And that's like the only way that this place and people and humanity is going to be kind to one another, is if we realize like we are all humans and we all are fragile, and we all need to realize that like love is so strong. And it literally starts with being your own bestie. Like, for real. Never forget it. So if you guys have any thoughts on how to be your own bestie and what you like to do by yourself, I'm going to put in a little poll on Spotify. So like, let me know, because I want to hear what you guys have to say. I want to know what you guys like to do when you're by yourself and how you spend your time by yourself. Like, it's truly like the most sacred time, because you can distract yourself all you want by being around other people, but like at the end of the day, it's just you in there. It's just you in there. Like, you need to be kind to yourself. Anyways, sorry. Let's get back to some things that I like to do by myself. And maybe you guys will also do these things, or maybe it'll inspire you. But some other things I like to do. I like to bake. Obviously, I like to watch TV. I think everyone likes to watch TV. I don't know. Some of my favorite shows include The Office, New Girl. I'm rewatching Parks and Rec. I haven't watched the show since like middle school, and it just is like bringing out joy in me. And I think that like just doing like these little guilty pleasures really make you your own bestie, because you feel comfortable doing these things and making yourself happy. Like, you really just gotta soak up the time that you have with yourself. So yeah, some other things I like to do, which this one, I shouldn't do this, but I like to go shopping. This is a secret between you and me. It's bad. I haven't been shopping because I can't spend money. I can't send money. But I did just buy a Stanley Cup. And honestly, it's keeping me so hydrated, and I love it because it's huge. And I only need to fill it up I fill it up like twice a day because I go through that shit so fast, but it's keeping me hydrated. But like, I'll go thrifting. I think thrifting is really fun because it's like more affordable and you can find some really cool pieces. Shopping, yeah. I'll go get like a little cup of coffee by myself. I think that like going on a long walk and then getting a cup of coffee or like a little drink, a little cute girly drink, is so nice. It's so like just kind to yourself. Like, you deserve it. You deserve that. You deserve a little strawberry matcha. You deserve a little iced caramel macchiato. Whatever you like, just do the little things for yourself. And if you like can't buy a coffee, which like I actually hate buying coffees. Like, I only drink coffee at home. But if I do like feel like I want to buy myself something, I'll just try to buy a little cheap thing that I know will be good. And I don't know, you guys, like, it's literally just all about being kind to yourself and really getting to know yourself. And highly recommend, I did mention this earlier, like, you can go to the park and journal, but like, journaling every day is so powerful, because the shit that you can manifest just by writing down your goals, just by writing down like a thought you had, like this thing that you want to accomplish, no matter how big, just write it down. Write down the weather for the day. Write down what you're sad about. Write down what you're happy about. Write down who you're missing. Write down who you love. Write down 5 things that you truly love about yourself. And like, you will watch as these pages grow with you. And I think it's so cool, like how you can just collect like time in these journals. Like you're gonna have these journals forever, and you're gonna look back in like 10 years to like this year and what you were doing this year. Like, I think that is like what really drives me, and it helps me keep a log, honestly, of my growth. Like, I'm gonna see even in like a year, I'll see like what I have written down and what I have accomplished between that time. Like, maybe I wrote something down that I wanted to accomplish. Like, hey, like I started this podcast. I wrote that down in my journal. Maybe a year from now, we'll see where this takes me. Like, I'm just doing this for fun and stuff, but like, I don't know. It's just cool to look back on. And I think that journaling is one really powerful way to be your own bestie and really get to know yourself and get super deep with yourself by just connecting pen to paper. Like, just do it. You don't even need to write pages. You could literally start with one sentence. And I think that that's the best thing about journaling, is that it's such a blank page. It's such like a whatever you want space. You can create it however you want. Like, you can write 4 pages. You could write through the whole thing in one night if you wanted to, or you could just write like a couple sentences and that is good enough. You don't even have to write it about anything specific. Like, I literally write about if it's raining outside, or who I'm going to hang out with that day, or like how many cups of water I've had, what I ate for breakfast, like whatever you want. You could write a schedule in there. You don't even need to write like entry. Like, you could literally use it to draw. You could use it to write down your grocery list. And I think no matter what, as long as you're writing in there, it will show some sort of pattern. It will show something that's happening in your life. And it's just really cool to look back on. Maybe you'll write your grocery list in your journal every single time you go to the grocery store. And then in 1 year, you'll look back and be like, oh my God, whoa, my diet has changed. Or like my likes for like what I like to buy at the grocery store has changed so much. So just take journals with a grain of salt. But I think that is one of the best ways to really get to know yourself and really connect with yourself very deeply, because I think a lot of emotion can come out of journaling that you didn't even know you had. And it's also free. So like, get yourself a journal, because it's very healthy. Anyways, I hope I just sold you on journaling. I am wrapping up, but I have a new little segment thing I wanted to try out. So I made this little, oh my God, I made this little pot thing. If you're watching on video, I'm holding it up. And I basically wrote down on paper like a bunch of different self-care tips of the day. And if you need to hear this, or whoever, these are just things that I do that I think are really, really beneficial. So yeah, okay, let's pick one. I'm not looking. Let's see here. And the things don't even fit in there. Okay, let's see. It says wear sunscreen every day. Now, you guys, let's talk about this for a minute. If you're not wearing sunscreen every day, I'm sorry, what are you doing? What are you doing? You guys, we live in a planet that is facing climate change, and the UV is at a really high rate. Skin cancer rates, they're going up. We need to protect our skin, because honestly, this goes back to being your own bestie. You need to take care of you. And you need to wear your sunscreen, because as you age, the sun is going to affect you no matter what. And the only way to protect yourself is with sunscreen. Even if you're not at the beach, even if you're not at the pool, UV is still hitting your face if you're not wearing sunscreen. So put on that sunscreen. The only time that you can't get sunburn is at night. So wear a hat, wear sunscreen, protect your skin, And that is all I have to say about it. And I just want you guys to really take care of yourselves because I love you and I want you to have beautiful skin. And also, like, just do it for yourself. Do it for you. You need to love you no matter what. And honestly, that's all. Be your own bestie, you guys. I love you and I hope you enjoyed this episode. And I will see you guys next week.
Yeah. Oh wait, on second thought,